Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome. We are live. Just getting everything set up here before I fire things up officially. So I don't want to. I got the sim paused right now. I don't want to unpause it until we get everything configured. We're flying into Vancouver tonight for West Coast Madness. They've been staffing up Vancouver fully since 10 a.m. Pacific time, and they'll be going until 10 p.m. Pacific time. It's a pretty big event. It's sponsored by a lot of stuff. I'm not really partaking in it from it being sponsored standpoint, but it's a pretty serious event. There's been a lot of people flying in and out all day. I started from, oh, come on, it logged me out of, hold on. I gotta log back into VATSIM so I can file my flight plan. But I started out at O'Hare and cruised down over here. They're gonna hate me though because I'm gonna be reconnecting in their airspace and they got a big event going on, so actually, did Seattle really drop off? That's kind of rude. They got nobody doing Seattle Center. Okay, well, that's not good for Vancouver then. Alright, well, we're right outside our top of descent, and this is going to be an interesting one going into Vancouver tonight. I guess I wasn't expecting Seattle Center to be off. Normally the supporting centers will stay on the entire time. Plus the event took place at Seattle, but oh well. Not that big of a deal. I'm gonna switch my chat over to live chat. I'm gonna unpause and let's roll. Okay, we are live now on the sim. Gonna have to adjust our speed here, and I gotta adjust the time of day. It's gonna get very dark in this cockpit very quickly here. Actually, I was gonna say it'd probably be sunset. I can't see anything. Oh, this is great. Okay, hold on. There we go. That's what we need. A little bit of that. Don't really need the background light yet. And then one lower. There we go. That'll get this going. Okay, so let's dim that up. And we'll get the radio panel kicked on too. I'll hit the brightness up a hair. Okay, now we're set. Alright, so we're going to descend via the arrival. What is this arrival? The Grizz 7 arrival tonight? Looks like everything's still configured for the runway that we were planning to land on, so I'm going to go ahead and throw 14,000 feet in here real fast so I can get the rest of this. I got to get my lighting adjusted in the cockpit here. These screens are way too bright now. It's just set from being midday. Let's go ahead and get that knocked down on the co-pilot side. We'll go to about... yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Just gonna get all this configured while you guys kind of start joining up. I'm sure some people will start popping in here soon. Alright, that looks good for that screen. That looks fine there. Knock you down. Standby instruments are always so bright. And then we'll get the lower display. Perfect. Kill the FMS a hair. Kill that one a little bit. Perfect. Okay, let's get our top of descent forecast real quick. And let me punch in the altimeter here, which is 3012. There we go. Execute that. And we'll load it in here shortly, because I'm sure it's switched since I last reloaded it. Should be coming in here. There it is. There we go. Alright, perfect. Okay, top of descent should be... okay, 4.1 miles. We're about to start. And we'll get the rest of our arrival stuff set up here. Runway 8. And that's going to be... I think the visit... you know what, we can do a 4 mile. I'll do a 5 mile though, just to have better situational awareness. It's a more common used number. Alright, this top of descent should be starting now. And then let me get our landing data just so we can knock all that out too. As long as we're staying on 8 right. So 153, auto brakes 1. And that is 30 at 153. 109.5. And then the course is 083. Perfect. The only other thing I need to do is set the altimeter, and it is actually raining right now in Vancouver. The weather is showing winds are pretty calm. They're 0705 knots, 12 statute miles with rain, broken 4200, overcast 81. So even though it's raining, the weather's actually not that bad. So we got that going for us, which is good. All right, let's just make sure everything else is set okay here. We'll leave the seatbelt signs on auto for now. Take the screen down just a hair. Get that brightness down. That should be good. Alright. So the arrival procedure is pretty simple. We're going to descend via this Grizz 2 arrival. Or Grizz 7 arrival, sorry. What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. I hit something over there. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so we got the arrival that's set up. I'm actually going to throw all the way down to above 3,000. That's the lowest we're going to go. Probably won't be contacting Vancouver Center just yet. No, not yet. Okay. A little bit. We'll be hitting their airspace. Seems like we'll actually be jumping on approach. We won't even really be talking to Vancouver Center. It would actually help if I connected to VATSIM. Oh yeah, they got a lot of aircraft around me. I think I'm the only one on this arrival though. Let's actually pop traffic onto Navigraph charts real quick. There's not too much stuff happening right now. We should be okay going in here. Not too worried about it. Alright, sitting through 25,000 feet. 300 on the speed. We're going to be slowing up in a little bit here. Got me going 280 at egret. Let's just confirm that's actually in there. Perfect. 280 at egret. Alright. It was a stiff headwind going all the way over here tonight. Actually, hold on. I want to fix this. But yeah, we had a very, very stiff headwind tonight going into... Does this not snap to the... I guess it doesn't. Whatever. Okay, cool. Good enough. But yeah, it was a long flight to Vancouver today. Just direct headwind. We were going about 380 over the ground the whole way there. Not fun from that standpoint. I'm not quite sure what we'll do next. I got a couple of options. We could buzz somewhere from Vancouver if we really wanted to, or we just quick trip back to O'Hare and do something out of O'Hare tonight. Do one of our usual long hauls. I'm just going to do a quick audio check real fast. Just want to see how everything sounds. Sounds fine to me. Alright, let's minimize that down. Oh, they got ramp on? I didn't even know they had ramp positions in Flight Sim now. A lot of different approaches on different sectors. Okay, flight level 200. I'm going to go ahead and kick on the seatbelt sign. We're going to go ahead and get the cockpit prepared for sterile operations. Perfect. All right. Actually, you know what I want to make sure, hold on, before I kick that down. Let me make sure that this is on dim, there we go. Because that switch is like impossible to see when it's dark. I just didn't want all these lights super bright. So we got we got an aircraft ahead of us there, it looks like. 3012 is still the altimeter, so we're good on that. Good day, this is Vancouver Gate Manager. On arrival at CYVR, your gate will be 87. Alright, gate 87. Let's see if we can find that real quick. That's actually new. I've never had that happen before. That's pretty cool. Gate 87. Alright, so where is gate 87? Alright, I found it. Wow, it's way all the way over there. Okay. Well, we know how to get there. Hey, what's up, Darcy Fit? Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Alright, descending through 18,000. I'm going to kick on all of our lights. Perfect. Alright, gate 87. Love it. Okay, so just in case I clear that out, we'll do gate 87. My scratch pad. Starting to go through these clouds here. I'm probably going to have to put on anti-ice. 12 degrees. Cold up here in Vancouver tonight. I'm glad to see my subscriber alert is still working. Sometimes I think that thing is broken. But I think it depends on how people have their subscription as private or public. Actually, I wonder if I can find this airport in GSX yet. Is it gonna show up? No, not yet. Nope, not there either. Seems like it's just the same airports. Yeah. I think we're still too far away. Yep, not yet. We'll have to wait a little bit to be able to see that. When in Canada, please use metric. It's 5 Celsius. Okay, we got a decel right up here. Okay, so we know where our arrival gate is. That's good to see. Got that pinned. Okay, perfect. Now we're just waiting for air traffic control. Probably going to contact us right here. Slowing down to 280. How you doing tonight, Loose Cannon? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Should be a pretty fun landing. Well, I'm surprised they haven't had me contact center yet.
Okay.
You think I'd be contacted soon? Fed up of the snow. Oh yeah, I shoveled this morning. It snowed again. Luckily it didn't stick, but I shoveled last night. No, I did. No, I didn't end up shoveling. I shoveled this morning because we did get a lot of snow last night. Got like another 3 inches, which I didn't think it would be that much. They kept saying it would be less than an inch, so that was a little bit of a surprise. But at least once I shoveled, my driveway fully melted, and then it snowed again for a little bit, for like an hour, but it didn't stick to the concrete at least. Okay, so next is above 10,000. I think. Was it above or below? I don't remember. Yeah, above 10,000. Pull up the chart. Yeah, it's above. Okay, perfect. Just to confirm. So we got a long time of cruising at 280. I don't think I need that on yet. It seems like we're still a little bit above these clouds, or somehow dodging them in some way, shape, or form. We haven't really gone through any yet in the last couple of minutes. You got another 16, Jesus. I think in total, from the snowstorm we had on whatever day it was, Wednesday or Thursday, we probably had a total of 6 inches here. Which is the most we've had in a snowstorm this year, but we haven't really had a big snowstorm in Chicago the last couple of years. Last year was pretty mellow. The year before that was pretty mellow. We had one year where it was just a bunch of small little snowstorms, and it stayed cold enough in between them for it to just pile on top of each other little by little. But we haven't had a deep one in a long time. Probably since 2015 maybe. We had a really good one then. I think it was around the Super Bowl too. Okay, this is really weird that nobody from Vancouver has contacted me. I would think that somebody would have messaged me. I mean, I'm within 25 miles of the airport. You would think Approach would be picking me up. But they have not sent me a contact me, and there's, I don't know which frequency they even tune in on. So, kind of odd. They're all watching the hockey game. There's some clouds. Okay, come on. They have 15 arrivals, but there's not a lot of there's not a lot of stuff happening in the airspace right now, so to say. Oh, you're in the negatives without the wind chill. It's supposed to get real cold. I think maybe tonight it'll start getting cold. And then, like all next week, our highs will be 5 degrees, and I think with the wind chill we'll be in the negatives. So it'll get a little cold then. I'm gonna have to turn my humidifier down, that's for sure. Knock that thing down to like 20%. Oh, it's a holiday weekend. What holiday is it? I'm not the best with holidays, obviously. Oh, good. He just told me to contact him. 128.6. Perfect. Vancouver Approach United 152, checking in with you. We are at 10,000 on the Grizz 7 arrival.
United 152, Vancouver arrival, squawk 3544, please.
3544 for United 152. 3544. There we go. Okay, we're starting our slowdown here.
Vancouver approach, this is WestJet 167, currently at
Family day.
232 down to 12,000.
That's a kind of a nice holiday.
Show 167,
Is it literally
Vancouver,
just,
day, altimeter 3012,
is the purpose of it just to
runway
spend
8
time with the
left.
family?
3012, runway 8 left, WestJet 167.
152, thanks, sir, re-identified. Be runway 8 left, descend 8,000. Altimeter 3012.
Alright, copy. Expect 8 left, and we'll descend to 8,000, United 152. Alright, so 8 left is the runway. Let me reset this all up, because that was not what I was planning. So execute that. Let's get this all switched over. Give me a second here.
Jet 417, turn 20 degrees to the left. I'll get you 8 on the approach here momentarily.
Alright, 8 left. And it'll probably just be ILS. Doesn't really matter. Just gonna be final approach there. No descent path after. Doesn't really matter to me either. Alright. So I'm gonna have to recrunch my numbers here. $250 down to 8.
Descend 6,000.
Descend 6,000, we'll expect 420.
Populate the weather, and everything's the same except for the auto brake setting.
United 152, turn left, heading 260, descend 4,000.
11055. 11055. And that course is 83 as well. 83 is in. 30,
152, turn left, heading of 240, descend 4,000.
Left 240 down to 4,000, United 152. Left 240 down to 4,000. We're in the soup. Alright, cool. We're all set up for 8 left. Perfect. That's nice because my gate's right over there.
200, descend now 3,000.
Was it 39er speeds at 200, descend 3,000.
Alright, let me get the stream back up.
039er, thanks, turn right, heading 30.
Government gave it to get more votes.
Turn right 300, 39er.
That sounds about right. I love it. Uncue the mic. Uncue the mic.
thanks for the help. Descend 4,000. Turn right now, heading of 340.
4,000 and 340.
Yeah, ATC's good. I can hear him well. Volume level's good. It's not too staticky. I enjoy good ATC comms.
Will Express 420, heavy descend 5,000.
Alright, we got everything pretty much set up here.
420 heavy.
The only thing I need to do is arm the spoilers, unless they're gonna...
039er, heading of
I'll do that before we land. Or on final. So it's gonna get busy.
39er starting at the set. Could you repeat the heading?
Right turn 350.
Right turn 350.
We following these gentlemen in.
39er.
Perfect. This kid leaves his mic open for a long time.
United 152, turn right, heading 260.
Right 260, United 152. 260. Yeah, you guys got that. This gentleman, well, not everybody in Vancouver is going to sound very Canadian. Probably a lot of people from the U.S. that moved up to Vancouver. Vancouver, I've never been there, but I've heard it is a very, very nice place. I should go visit it one time. They need to get the Olympics up there again, probably. That'd be cool to go to. Alright, we are in the soup. What's the temperature? I didn't notice it. 3 and 3. We'll probably have to keep anti-ice on the whole time.
B vectors from the north side of the localizer. Continue right turn now at heading of
A lot of Asians, okay.
110 to intercept. Good ILS approach 8 left.
Good ILS 08 left, right turn 110, with Air 39er.
Wizz Air. Good old Wizz Air.
417, turn right, heading 050.
That must be him. I must be following ExecJet.
050.
Do I have a home built cockpit? No, I do not. I wish I did. I have just yoke and a rudder pedals, and then a big screen for my main, and then like I got a 27-inch 4K, and then I got it's either a 22 or a 24. I can't see. I forget what it is. I can't read it because I got my lights off. But no, I don't have a. I do not have a home cockpit. That'd be badass, though. I'd love to have one. I mostly fly Boeing, so if I were to do something, I'd model a Boeing aircraft, either a 737 or a 777. I'd like to get some more add-on hardware, though. Be cool to get like a throttle quadrant.
On that 050 heading, clear the islands approach runway 8 right, 11.
I'd have to upgrade my computer a lot, though. Yeah, honestly, the yoke and rudder pedals do it for me.
417 rudder speed.
I think it would be cool to have a. I know they make like the Boeing throttle quadrant now. That would be pretty cool to have. And maybe a couple of extra switches or something that I could program like lights to instead of having to always go like this and click them on. That'd be kind of neat.
United 152, turn right, heading of 350, except 3000.
Right, 350 down to 3000, United 152. 350 down to 3. See if this guy wants me to reduce my speed. I'm just going to keep giving him 250 until he tells me otherwise. Trying to think what I know they have. Somebody I thought I saw they're making FMCs or FMSs that you can buy and have those too. That would be pretty cool actually to have, be able to key everything in.
You have the localizer for 8 right?
No, not yet. I'm still on heading 050.
Where are you going?
17, roger. Right turn of heading 110. Let me know when you pick up the localizer.
110.
That must be this guy. I hope that's not that guy.
At 152, speed 190. Be just vectors through the localizer for spacing here. Aircraft ahead, travel a bit further north than we anticipated.
All right, copy that. We'll give you 190 on the speed, and we'll do whatever you need. United 152. All right, let's give this guy his 190, nice and quick here.
Cat 555, Vancouver, roger. Continue descent to 1010,000. The vector altimeter 3012, runway 8 left.
So they gotta give me, they're gonna vector me through the loc because of this guy's spacing, so it'll slow me up.
Wizz Air 39 over to Vancouver
That's
Tower now,
one.
1955. Good day.
Good day, going to Vancouver Tower.
All right, we'll start decelerating nice and quick here. So I'll have to give in flaps 5 at this point. Doesn't look like I need anti-ice on anymore either, so I'll be able to kick that off here.
At 152 should work out now. Continue the right turn. It'll be vectors from the north side. Right turn to 110 to intercept your ILS. Approach runway 8 left.
All right, right turn heading 110 and intercept 8 left, United 152.
World Express 420, turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, World Express 420.
Express 420, roger, descend 4000.
Descend 4000, World Express
Perfect.
420.
Legs. Wait,
Push at 167.
11055. Why is it not?
5000, watch out, 157.
Got it in there, but it's not picking it up yet. Seems like we're not able to pick it up from this far out.
I've got the localizer. 32nd, 417.
Sorry, 417, you said you do have the glide slope now?
Affirmative, 417.
It's the wrong
417,
fix.
thank you. You've already cleared the approach again. You can give the tower a call now on 187. Good night.
1879, 417.
Alright, fix.
Vancouver arrival,
Left,
Delta 484, Inbound boat
5.
ascending to flight correction 12,000 feet, requesting arrival procedure.
There we go. Localizer's coming live here.
Concept 482. Sorry, I missed the last portion there. You were requesting a specific approach.
Negative, just the arrival procedure.
Alright, everybody. We
The
are
altimeter 301.
pretty much good to go.
8 left.
Kick that on. Spoilers are armed. I do have to give it the anti-ice back.
Order Express 420. Speed 170 knots, right turn now, heading of 050 to intercept the localizer, runway 8 left.
170 knots, and we'll make a right turn to intercept the localizer for runway 08 left. Well, Express
Alright, we're established. Perfect.
Vancouver approach, good evening, it's UPS 7701 Heavy 12-4 for 12, good evening.
UPS 7701, Vancouver, good day, runway 8 left, altimeter 3012.
3012, and we're set up for 8 left, many cheers.
Perfect.
Express 4.
Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can get our gate set up real quick.
152, speed 170 knots to Omred.
170 until Omred, United 152. Alright, so gate 87 is what we're doing. CYVR. Gate. Let's see if they can give me 87, hopefully. That'd be nice. Alright, it's not on there, but we'll still be able to get to it, I think.
170 knots still on ramp. World Express 420.
Oh, okay, that's gonna put me at flaps 15. Unfortunately, but whatever. I feel like I'm landing in O'Hare, always 170.
Descend 5,000, runway 8 left.
Descend 5,000, 8 left, Alaska 1292.
Yeah, I had, my FMS still had 8 left programmed in front of 8 right. Or sorry, it had 8 right programmed in front of 8 left.
United 152, Vancouver Tower now, 1955, good day.
Over to tower on 1955, have a good night.
Well, Express 420, clear ILS, approach run.
Vancouver Tower, good evening. United 152 is with you. ILS 8 left, 12 miles out.
United 152, Vancouver North Tower, wind 050 at 5. Clear to land, runway 08 left.
Clear to land 8 left, United 152. Alright, perfect. But yeah, it's definitely kind of good to know. I know the localizer here doesn't go out that far in Vancouver, but I was looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't right. But we were able to pick it up. We're about to pick up the glide slope here. Alright, so at this point, everything should be pretty solid. We're going to have to maintain that the rest of the time, just in case.
Very good evening. We are 15 miles out on the localizer, runway 08 left.
Raining, but I'm going to keep those on the rest of the way in. Visibility should be good. We should break out at, it's broken 42.
Sorry,
Technically, should have already broken out by now. Huh.
420 heavy, Vancouver North Tower, wind 050 at 5.
153 is our VREF plus 30.
737 on 8 mile final. You are number 2, cleared to land, runway 08 left.
Buddy, we're in IMC. Nobody's following anything.
738, we're cleared to land, 08 left. World Express 420.
Now it's going to yell at me because my wheels aren't down. Because I'm at 2,500 with flaps 15. So that'll suffice that. I got to maintain 170 until Omrad, unfortunately, which we're less than a mile out. Anyway, because I start slowing it up once we're inside of Omrad. Honestly, there's nobody even in front of us, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. What did I say? Our VRF 153? Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to read the number right there. Alright, VRF 153. Slowing down nicely. Flaps 25 to flaps 30. Got the rain coming in. Minimums on this approach. We should break out. Yeah, we're going to break out before minimums. I'm not even going to bother setting them. I should have earlier, but I like to do things quasi real world. I know I'm going to break out before I hit minimums. So I'm not going to waste my time setting them in this. I should set my missed approach altitude though, if I'm going to do anything. Climb, left turn, 350. Alright, cool. Okay. Got the runway lights in sight. So the good thing is our gate's on the north side of the field, so we'll get off. Planning Mike 3. And then that way we can just taxi easily to the gate. Alright, runway's in sight.
1,000.
Just because it might go in and out here, I'm going to keep the autopilot on until we'll see what 500 looks like. Because look, we just lost 8 right. So that's kind of weird. There's the lights again for 8 left, or 8 right. We'll go down to 200. That's going to be our minimums anyways. A little bit of a... Yeah, wind picked up a little bit. 3012, we're good there.
500.
Wind should drop a little bit here. It's supposed to be 5 knots.
400. 300.
Alright, all pilots off, auto throttle's off.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
A little bit of a wind gust there at the end. Not too bad though. Alright, reverse. This is the exit I want. Perfect. Mike 3 behind this aircraft that's apparently not moving. I probably shouldn't have gotten off here. I should have gone to Mike 5, but oh well.
United 152. From Vancouver, contact north ground on 127.150 today.
And can you confirm that frequency? I'm not showing them online. I don't see it.
Roger, stand by. I'll confirm you can disappear on me.
I only got a couple of guys.
Looks like you might have disappeared. Let's try 121.7 per ground today.
All right, over to ground 1217. Have a good night. Thanks again. Vancouver ground, United 152 with you. We're just off of Mike 3. I'm still on the other side of the runway. Hold short line. We got an aircraft stopped in front of us.
Yeah, United 152, I'm not sure what he's doing. If you want to break immersion, just taxi through him. What gate are you going to?
We have gate 87 assigned.
Roger, taxi straight ahead onto Tango, and you can monitor apron 130.7.
All right, straight ahead on Tango, and then monitor apron 130.7, United 152.
Here we go, now he's moving.
All right, good. All right, let's get our lights that we don't need off. Go ahead and turn that on. Perfect. Alright, let's get across the runway here so they can actually use it again. Alright, perfect. We know exactly where we're going, so this should be pretty easy. I don't think SimBrief, though, is simulating this gate for whatever reason. Alright, so Tango is going to be straight ahead. Second one on my right. Kill auto throttle. Really shouldn't have any issues anymore, so I can kick that off. Alright, Tango should be over here. Okay, yeah, Tango's right here. I just wanted to make sure I had it simulated in my scenery before I go put myself in a pickle. 'Cause you gotta love when that happens. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Don't really see an apron line, unfortunately, but my gate is around this bend. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hey, Vancouver Ground, World Express 420, very good evening. We just exited runway 08 onto Mike 5, waiting taxi instructions. We have gate 76.
Okay, so our gate is right around the corner of this terminal, somewhere on this side.
Which gate are you going to?
We were given 7676, World Express 420.
Roger, taxi Mike, enter Sierra.
I like that they're assigning gates. That was really cool. I actually got a message of a gate assignment.
Mike Sierra, and that is going to be one.
Alright, I forgot to monitor. Okay, gate 87 is second from the end. So there's the second from the end right there. I'm just gonna keep crawling here. You know what, maybe we'll, what do we do after this? Do we do the return flight, or I wonder if there's some code share Air Canada flights I can do out of here. Maybe we'll go down to like Sydney or something. I'll take a look. I'll see what we got as options out of Vancouver for some long hauls. Alright, well, SimBrief isn't going to do anything to simulate these gates to me, so I'm just going to kind of turn in on my own. Because I'm using default scenery here.
Time for 1 ready for taxi.
Canada Force 1, taxi Echo to Golf.
I feel like I should be going
Contact
straight like this.
121.17.
Keep the taxi light off so I can...
Taxi Golf, hold shot, full hotel, contact ground 121, that's more 7, time for 1.
Alright, I feel like that should be good right there. I can't really tell. I mean, that gate's not simulated very well.
420, very good evening. We're on Mike 5.
There we go.
We just have a little question. We're given Mike and Sierra for gate 76, but we can't find Sierra on our charts.
Bright. Nice and bright. Seatbelt signs off.
You
I don't
can't
think
find
this
Sierra,
gate
did you say, 420?
exists. This gate does not exist.
That
okay.
is correct. We
Oh
can
well.
see our gate 76 via Mike, but we just can't see Sierra on our
Gates
charts.
off.
World Express
APU
420.
bleeds on. Isolation valve
Not
open.
a problem. If you'd like to take Mike Tango and then Juliet Alpha to gate 76, that's fine.
Perfect. Okay. We have arrived.
Mike Tango and Juliet Alpha for 76.
Air Canada's reducing flights to the U.S.
420.
Is it because of
World Express 420, just caution
Donald
a,
Trump?
a Boeing 777 pulling out of the stand just in, past your gate. Just caution there.
We'll keep an eye out. Thank you very much, World Express 420.
Alright, well, I unfortunately don't have this gate simulated, so that kind of stinks. But regardless, how do we do? I don't know. Why does it do it in kilograms? I don't care about my fuel use in kilograms. Okay, beautiful. We made it. I can't really simulate deboarding the plane because it doesn't want me to. About 4 hours and 50 minutes. Reduced demand. Okay. Let's see what we have. I'm going to look at the schedule for United out of Vancouver. See what our options are for something fun. Oh yeah, we got quite the options here because of all the Air Canada flights. Toronto, Calgary. Alright, our first... Okay, we got Sydney. We have India. Hawaii. Korea. London. Cancun.
Zebra 34 Kilo, taxi Juliet Alpha, hold short Juliet.
Auckland, New Zealand. Frankfurt.
Juliet Alpha, short
Taiwan.
Juliet, 34 Kilo.
Tokyo. Seoul, South Korea. And
Vancouver Airport, Air Canada 78. We're not quite ready to go. Just wanted to ask you. We got
any other big ones
Zulu
here?
Time from the departure frequency.
Singapore.
What time we contact you?
So those, we got some options for long hauls out of here.
Air
Hey, what's up, your
Canada
Sim CFI? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
If you do get ready earlier, let me know and I'll see if I can
Metric,
put you
that's why.
Roger, Canada 78.
Yeah, I remember you saying you're near Toronto, Loose Cannon. All right, so I want to do a long haul out of here. I want to take advantage of the air traffic control. The question is, all right, so here, I'm going to ask the stream the simple question. You guys can pick this. Do we go eastbound or do we go westbound? AKA, are we going to Europe or are we going to Asia, Australia, New Zealand? I'm not doing Hawaii. It's not long enough. So it's going to be somewhere across the Pacific or across the Atlantic. You guys just pick east or westbound. And then I'm going to kind of just pick it where the tailwind is. Okay, so that'd be eastbound, most likely. I haven't really... there's been a bad... I battled a jet stream the entire way to Vancouver from Chicago, so... So we could do that. I mean, our options are Frankfurt. Okay, so we're going to go eastbound. Alright, let me go through the list here because I think we really only had a couple of options eastbound.
Over to ground now, 121.7.
And it was, I want to say, Frankfurt and Heathrow.
No problem at all. Have a great flight.
If I remember correctly, Frankfurt and Heathrow. There's Sydney. I think it was Frankfurt and Heathrow. Yeah, okay, so there's Heathrow. There's Frankfurt. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty simple choices. Frankfurt or Heathrow. I mean, I haven't been to Frankfurt in a while. I also haven't been to Heathrow in a long time. Heathrow's always slammed. I could go either or. I'm fine with either one, honestly. So whatever you guys think is better.
Air Canada 1 Papa Mike, push and silence approved, facing south.
Frankfurt, I feel like I fly into Frankfurt more often than I go to Heathrow, but I don't have good pay. I don't think I have payware for Heathrow. Or do we just pull an audible and we go to Munich? I have payware scenery for Munich. Or it doesn't matter to me, honestly. I'm just gonna get reconfigured real quick for the outbound flight. You guys can watch all this stuff. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna take notes. I gotta start to learn to fly something bigger than a Cessna. Okay, Heathrow. I'm going with Heathrow because you spoke first. So we're gonna go Heathrow. Let me go back and find it in the schedule, and I'm gonna claim that thing, and let's go to London Heathrow. And now I can't find it. EGLL, there it is. Been on flight 737-300 ER. Alright. Curious where the route's gonna take us tonight. They haven't been going too far north. Last couple times I've crossed the Atlantic, we were pretty far south on Nat tracks. This looks like Croatia or something. Like Dubrovnik. Alright, world map. Let's switch our aircraft. 777. Get the United livery, even though it's an Air Canada flight. I really don't care about that. CYVR. Vancouver. Okay. I'll Oh, they do have it. They just call it Gate 2. Huh. I'm gonna go here. It's a big gate. Set departure. And we'll fly. Alright, let me check out SimBrief real quick here. See what it's gonna have us do. I had to change some stuff in the screen. Oh, it's... Jesus, we are like... not going north at all today. I'll show you guys the route once we get it into Navigraph charts. Generate that up. Alright, Heathrow it is. Be able to get that set up shortly here. Alright, there we go. Start new flight. Add SimBrief. Boom, there we go. And we are ready to fly. No, wait, there's no way. They had a 777 in the screen. Operate jetway. Go with Air Canada. You're gonna tell me they can't do a 777 here? Watch that gate not even be able to... That jetway's not gonna be able to reach, I bet you. It's gonna look stupid. See, it won't. Why did they do that? I didn't know this gate wasn't a heavy gate. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I pay for SimBrief all the time. Yeah, I have the annual subscription. Press ground power. Yeah, sure, I'll take ground power. Okay, so unload imports from SimBrief. Let me get the ACARS flight acquired here, because I always start a flight without starting ACARS, and then I got to do all this manual submission and to get credit for it with the virtual airline. Not that it really matters much, but I just like to do it. Okay, hopefully we don't have an aircraft inside of us. We don't. We do. Alright, we're gonna relocate to a different gate then. Let's see, what's technically reposition. There's not any parking here. Alright, this is a problem. I got an airplane inside of me. Let's go to like 67. Just thwart me there. Alright. This isn't working right. That's not even where 67 is on the... Okay, hold on. This is a problem. GSX and what's actually in the real world is not anything close. Let's try this one. Just warm me here. I'm inside of a building again. What is happening? Oh Lord, get me out of here. I don't know how to even slew in this game. That doesn't work. Alright, well that gate doesn't work either. This is turning into a nightmare.
Is too small for your aircraft.
If I could just move this thing back a hair, this wouldn't look so stupid. Let's see, can I do that with the FMS? I thought Shift P... No, that was the other game. FS actions, pushback. Why won't it let me push back? How do I move? Good Lord. I mean, this isn't even close. Numpad? Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. Alright, that's a little better there. I think we could deal with that. Let's see if that jetway will connect now.
You need to set parking brakes to
Oh,
request ground services.
My bad. Sorry. Let me go back to my tablet here and set the chocks. But I think we should be able to get that jet bridge
This
now.
parking is too small for your aircraft.
Please work. Is it doing anything? I can't even tell. It's so dark. Oh, wait, I gotta choose a... Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Alright. This should do. Request the air conditioning units. We got ground power. No, we don't have ground power. Put the storm light on. I thought I had ground power. Oh, no, that was at the last gate. Request. Perfect. Now we got ground power. Alright, get rid of the APU. Alright, everybody, we are all good now. Let's reconnect. Hopefully we don't have an airplane inside of us here, because that was annoying. No, we look good. We're set. No, we're not. There's an Air Canada in me. I can't win. What gate am I even at? Now I gotta go one to the left.
This parking is too small for your
60?
aircraft.
Okay, so chances are it's either 59 or 61. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, I just saw it. 61.
The chosen position is too small.
Just
for
warp
your
me there.
aircraft.
Please be to the left. Oh, my God. I don't want to go that way. This gate ain't going to work either. This is so
This
frustrating.
parking is too small for your aircraft.
Let's try another one.
The
I'll go
chosen position
63.
Is too small for your aircraft.
Where am I now? I'm like in a whole nother world. Oh, beautiful. Alright, here we go.
This parking
GSX,
is too small for your
operate
aircraft.
jetway, Air Canada. This game is nuts. We got that. We got that. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, should be able to connect. Let's connect. There we go. The most unreliable thing ever. It better not be an airplane inside of me right now. Where was I even connecting? Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We're good. We got a gate that's safe, finally. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not selling it. It's because this airport, they update GSX based on, like, the real world changes, and then I'm using the default 2020 scenery, which hasn't been updated probably since 2019 when they first made it. But you can go in and customize all these positions to update them to be more accurate. I don't waste my time. I fly here so little, I'm not going to waste my time changing it. I have to use metric left and right. Executive boarding. Okay. Now I'm in a tizzy because of this junk. Let's file our flight plan, and then we'll start getting the FMS programmed, and we'll get going. Let's listen to... I don't know the difference in these deliveries, so I'm not even going to tune them yet. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys the route, like I said I would. And here it is. So, we're going to go not too far north into Canada. Cross. We're in the Heathrow, so not too bad. Not even going to go over to Greenland, which isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's boring anyways, and I'm not going to be awake for it, so I don't really care. In terms of the departure, though, I'm curious what we'll do. They don't have anything programmed in yet. But if I were to look, probably going to be the CYVR2 departure, which isn't much. And if I were to plan my arrival into the London Heathrows, I'm thinking we're going to be doing the ILS off of BNN. Looks to make the most sense, so we'll plan for that. Actually, they'll probably tell us right here. Oh, wow. Okay, PDC, United 152, squawk 5670. 5670. Okay, 7 flight level 330. YVR2, 8 right. Seaton, direct. Okay, that's exactly what we have programmed in. YVR2, Seaton, direct. Beautiful. Blah, 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 blah. Long route. Use SID YVR2, departure 8 right, destination EGLL. Contact CVR delivery 121.4 with identifier 420X when ready. Beautiful. End of message. Alright, cool. We know what we need to do. Thankfully, it's what I was expecting. Okay, let's kick our hydraulics on. Let's turn our logo light on. Everything else is good. Seatbelt sign is off. Doors are open. I'm not going to request boarding tonight. I'd rather get going. What's up, Airbus guy? Oh, you got back into uploading? Nice. Well, congrats on that. It's going well. We just landed in Vancouver a few minutes ago, and now we're doing a turnaround. Switched aircraft, actually, to the 777. Going to do a flight over to London Heathrow out of Vancouver tonight. So I'm just getting everything configured after we had to make about 10 gate changes because we wouldn't fit or there was somebody already at that gate. So that was fun while that lasted. Let's get rolling here. So initialize our position and let's request our route from SimBrief. Set fuel, set payload, and select the route. Studying for approach center on IVAO. Where do you think I should train? You want to train somewhere really busy? Or I don't know, you could train at your nearest busy airport, like International Airport. That's always kind of fun. JFK's busy, LA's busy, Atlanta's busy. But JFK and LA have always been the super busy. Oh yeah, you should do Dulles. That'd be fun. You could do Potomac. Washington Center. That'd be pretty good. I think you'd have a good time doing that. Alright, YVR2. And the arrival is ILS 9 left off of BNN. And our arrival is the Nugra. Or Nug. I don't even know. Nugra 1 Hotel. A lot of arrivals. Jeez. Off of Nugra. Okay, cool. Activate. Let's just check our leg page out. Perfect. Perf. I'm going to accept 330. Let's see what our takeoff performance tonight will be on 8 right with this weather. DO1. 45 degree select temp. With a 15 degree flap setting. Center of gravity is that, and our V speeds go away. 157. 161. And 168. Let's get our trim set to 6.5. Just transmit on some random frequency. Oh well, they're not going to yell at me. I think ADC gets sectors, APC gets full. Maybe you can fly on IVAO sometime. We need pilots and ATC in the US, especially pilots I'm always contacting. It's super sorry for ATC Dodgers. So why, I guess my first question is, because I'm always curious, I've never flown on IVAO. Why did you choose IVAO over VATSIM? Out of curiosity. 168. Here we go. What's this SID's top altitude? Initial climb. Maintain 7,000. Alright, runway heading. So VNAV, RTO. Okay. Oh, we're pretty much ready to roll here. What's the situation like here? Is there an airplane behind me? Oh, it's that Air Canada that I was inside of. Alright, I'm gonna dim this all down. I'm gonna get my lights configured right now. Oh wait, but they got the freaking master on. Hold on, kick that off. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Kick the checklist on. I can't see it though. Checklist. Okay. Kick that down, kick that down. Kick that down. Oh wait, that's the panel lighting. I need this one. You go down, and the outer goes down. Beautiful. Standby, you can go down immensely, and FMC, you can go down immensely on both sides. You're just bright. And then the radio panel, I'm gonna tune you down. I'll accept a hair of brightness. Perfect. Okay, got this thing how I like it. Get rid of that, because that's always bright too, and I'll dim those. Awesome. Alright, what is our departure instructions to get out of here? Because this is kind of confusing. Let's tune the ATIS. Alright. Information whiskey. Rain still happening. 3010. I still got 3012. What does it show on here? Showing 3010. Okay, so I guess Flight Sim hasn't updated its weather yet, but we'll go with that. And what else? 3 blah blah blah. Approaches, primary, secondary, departing 8 right, PDC available, information ATC, you have whiskey. This guy wants me to contact delivery on 1214 when ready. Alright, so 1214. Tune to 1214. Okay, perfect. Let's get the APU going and let's try to get out of here. Alright, let me catch up on the chat here. This is the part you'll watch back. Oh, the programming and all that? Okay. If you ever need me to slow down or loose cannon, if you ever have any questions on anything, let me know. I'll go back to it. I'll clarify anything. Oh, Arctic Wilderness. What's up? Sorry, I got stuck programming the aircraft. I didn't see the chat. New to YouTube and just wanted to say I love your content. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for subscribing. All of them have retired from positions in VAT USA. None of them had good experiences. All of them say they regret wasting their time. I came to IBO knowing they needed help. Oh, in the US. Okay. Also, everyone is really helpful and nice, other than when 4 of my friends come to Miami and do emergencies. I always loved that, yeah. Like, you'd be doing over the shoulder, like a training session, and your friend would come on and be a jerk and go fly VFR at like a Class Bravo airport, and oh, I got an engine failure, I got a radio failure, I'm declaring an emergency, and you're like, disconnect, please. That stuff always made me laugh. Alright, so wait a minute. Is this guy even still on? Identifier 420X. Interesting. I guess I get the lucky number, 420. That's kind of funny. Let's disconnect. Why is this not working? There we go. Let's release that. We can release that. I have my parking brake set, right? No, I don't. So we'll set that before it yells at me. The U.S. director was observing me when they were doing it. They all planned it. It's new PFP. Hey, what's up, VG Master? Good evening. How are you? Arctic Wilderness. Do you fly on VATSIM? Out of curiosity? I don't know if this is... delivery. I don't know what gate I'm at. I don't trust the number 49. Vancouver delivery, United 152 Heavy is with you at gate 49 with identifier 420X requesting push and start. X. 420X Ray. How much of a fail could I have at the phonetic alphabet? This guy's not even tuned in.
And United 152 Vancouver delivery, good day. Your departure time's going to be 0345 Zulu. Contact, stand by.
0345 Zulu? That's like 20 minutes. I guess that's enough for push and start and all that stuff.
And United 152, read back correct here. Departure time 0345 Zulu. Contact Vancouver apron control with 15 minutes prior to the departure time for push on 130.7.
Okay, we'll call apron on 130.7, 15 minutes prior to departure time. United 152, thank you. Alright, so 5 minutes and then I can contact this guy. How realistic is this? This is crazy. They won't literally let me do anything for another 5 minutes. So now we have to chat.
And Air Canada 554 at 6 Echo, we're ready to taxi now.
We got a long taxi. Well, kind of a long taxi.
Air Canada 554.
Well, let's just shut the doors and get ready.
This parking is too small for your
Yeah. No, I don't want de-icing treatment. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's switch this around too.
Taxi Juliet Alpha, hold short Juliet, Air Canada 554.
CYVR. There we go. Okay. The flight information at the top of the screen should be updated now. You guys should see accurate information there. Kick all of our fuel pumps on.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Technically we aren't. We're not allowed to for another 4 minutes, but whatever. I'm doing good, VG Master. How are you doing? Oh, the volcano active in Hawaii. Okay. What, probably the usual.
Bypass pin inserted.
Alright, Airbus guy, we'll be here. Because, obviously we still have to wait 3 minutes. Which one's active? I haven't, normally the Weather Channel alerts. Probably on, I always forget, the Big Island, Kona. All that's, I would imagine.
Locking gear.
That's because that's where the national park is, I think, on the Big Island, right? I didn't go there. I went to Maui and Oahu. Hey, you're all good. It's Saturday night. I almost thought it was Friday night. People got stuff to do, so don't worry about it. You're all good. I never set my runway heading. Hold on. 083. Yeah, so I should have known that. That was my approach course. Alright, we gotta hold there for a second. I don't know which way they're gonna have me push yet. Oh, Kilauea is shooting lava again? Nice. That would be cool to see in real life. That'd be neat. Alright, we got 2 minutes, then we can call. This is crazy. 1307, so he's technically ramp. Vancouver apron. Contact for advisory. Okay. Even better. See what our taxi instructions out of here will be. Actually, while we have that up, where's the gates? Parking. Here we go. Alright, we're at 54, I think. No, we're on the other side. We're at 40. What did I say? 49? Yeah, 49. Okay, so that's our gate. Gate 49, and we'll taxi out via probably 6 kilo or something, and I don't know how they'll get us out of this apron.
Ground World Express 420. Good evening, hello again. We are fully ready for push and start.
Alright, I'll call in a minute. It's 3:29. Our off time is 3:40. Wheels up 3:45.
Last call, 5 standby.
Alright, so that guy has to stand by. Oh, perfect. Here we go. Vancouver Apron, United 152 Heavy. We're at gate 49, requesting push and start.
World Express 420. Hello again. Push and start is approved, facing west. Break. United 152. Push and start is approved, facing west.
Alright, push and start approved, facing west for United 152 Heavy. Thanks. Alright, there we go. Facing west. So, continue pushback. And I don't need that.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start
Tail
until
to
push is
the
completed
right.
and brakes are set.
Should be, hold on, I gotta think about this. Facing west. Tail to the left. Alright, there we go. I got confused for a second. I'm like, which direction am I facing
Release
right now?
parking brakes, please.
Keep forgetting I'm facing south right now, so I want to push back tail left.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Let's give this guy mode C, and we are pushing. Beacon light is on. I don't care about ice. You can sucker. You have to know how to operate the bigger aircraft before I try VATSIM. They're really not that complicated. I mean, if you know the 730, well, you said Cessnas. I don't know. Have you messed around with the 737 much or no?
Air Canada 554. Contact ground on 1217. Sorry about that.
No worries, 1217 for Air Canada 554. Yes.
Oh, that guy's gone. Okay. Metric
Hello,
left.
good ground, good evening. WestJet 154 requesting push and start from stand 72.
WestJet 154, push and start is approved, facing west.
Push and start approved, facing west, WestJet 154.
Alright, here we go. Now we're starting to turn to the west. Well, turn to the east so that I face west, I should say. It's so dark here. Holy cow. It's like pitch black. I can't see anything. Alright, we got a good engine start on the left. Let's start up the right. Oh, it's all the systems and procedures. The 777's pretty easy. A lot of it's automatic. Most of the difficulty is programming the FMSs. That's the thing that I think gets the most people confused. But after a couple times, it's one of those things, you do it like 3 times in a row, you'll get it down pretty well, and then you'll learn how to do a bunch in it. It was way more difficult before the programs like SimBrief came out and all that, where it crunches a bunch of numbers for you. Back in the day, you were kind of just making your own stuff up. Where's this pushing me? I feel like this is good. Stop here and complete the pushback. Oh, sorry, okay.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are set. We have good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Perfect. Alright, passenger signs, RTO. The checklist is going to yell at me because I haven't done it. I never do the checklist in this airplane. Item override, normal. Before start, well, I am started, so too bad. For taxi, anti-ice, gonna, as required. And before takeoff. Alright, Alright, flaps 5, or flaps 15.
789, push and start is approved. Caution the Boeing 777 to your right, facing west.
Wait, there's a guy pushing by me?
Start approved. Caution of the 777 on my left. And face back facing west. Oh my god. Push back facing west.
Oh, look at this, the United right there. Why am I not seeing him?
789, sorry about that, correction, the 777 is on your right.
777 is on my right. It can't estimate now.
And it doesn't matter, same difference. Okay, there's our person. Gonna go ahead and kick off the dome light, or the storm light, because it's just so bright. Now we're talking. This is the type of cockpit I like. Nice and dark.
Southwest 3.
This is all GSX and PMDG actually combined. It's the pushback stuff is all GSX. Everything else now is PMDG because they just ended.
Okay, hold position. There are multiple aircraft in front of you. I might put you into the gate 7-1 if that's alright with you.
Alright, APU's coming off. Oh, you know what? It's gonna want me to lock the doors. Hold on. I think it's snowing now too.
151. Stand 7-1 to your direct right at 3 o'clock.
Wrong button. Door management. Arm all. There we go. Perfect. Okay, doors, auto brakes, passenger, parking brake, APU cooled down. Okay. Let's get information for the ATIS Whiskey. And Vancouver Apron United 152 is ready to taxi, and we have information Whiskey.
United 152, taxi Juliet Charlie, hold short Juliet, contact ground on 121.7 while holding at Juliet.
Alright, we'll taxi Juliet Charlie, hold short Juliet, and then contact ground, holding short United 152.
And Vancouver ground,
Alright.
That's 420. I think there's traffic on the taxiway, but we're fully ready for taxi.
Alright, so we just got to taxi up ahead a little bit here, and we'll hold short Juliet, and then we'll contact ground.
420, roger that, stand by 1.
It is snowing.
One aircraft to move, and then you'll be good to go.
It is very dark. Going a little quick for the ramp. VG Master, you do any ATS lately? Did you get some in yet or no? Alright, over to ground, 1217.
Yeah, I guess that'll be easy. Taxi, Mike, hold short of Tango. Mike, short of Tango, that's C31.
Vancouver ground, United 152 heavy with you. We're on Juliet Charlie, holding short Juliet, ready to taxi.
United 152, good day, runway 08 right, altimeter 3010, taxi Juliet, Lima, cross runway 13, hold short runway 08 right.
Alright, taxi 8 right via Juliet, Lima, cross runway 13, hold short, 8 right, United 152.
Dynasty 31, contact apron 130.7.
Okay, hold short.
1307, Dynasty 21, thank you.
Hold short, 8 right. Okay, so Juliet, Lima, perfect. Easy enough. This is an easy taxi route here. ATS is good in VR. Yeah, that'd probably be really cool in VR now that I think about it. Like, driving a truck in VR, that'd be solid. 3010 is what they told me. And yeah, it's 3010. I just checked the METAR real quick. It was showing 3012 when I auto set it earlier, but it's actually 3010. I don't know if the weather in the sim updated to where it's 3010 yet, technically, if I were to do the auto update. Look how bright it is over there. All the lighting. Alright. Make a right up here. This is Lima. pretty simple taxi route, actually. Very straight forward. I gotta fix the dead zone on these my rudder pedals. It like doesn't want to turn. Guy taking off right now. Try to speed this taxi up a little bit. Alright, 1-3, we're cleared across. Inbound traffic there on 8 left.
And ground, good evening, WestJet 154 on Juliet Alpha, holding short Juliet.
Have I tried this in 2024? No, actually I have not.
Right, altimeter 3010.
They don't have the PMDG products out in 2024 yet, so I haven't really messed around on VATSIM in 2024 yet and done long flights. I've really only just done the career mode and messed around in 24. I don't know, I don't want to even try it until they fix all the bugs in that game.
We're right behind the WestJet, awaiting taxi instructions.
World Express 420, welcome back. Follow the WestJet.
Follow the WestJet, World Express 420.
Alright, I got a 5-minute hold here until I depart.
Follow them all the way to Calgary. United 152, contact Tower 118.7. Have a good flight to Heathrow.
Right over to Tower 1187. Have a good night. Thanks for the ATC. Vancouver Tower, United 152 Heavy with you. We are coming up on the end of 8 right, and we are ready for departure.
United 152 Heavy, Vancouver Tower, good evening. Contact Vancouver departure 132.3, 1 airborne, wind 0807, clear for takeoff runway 08 right.
Clear for takeoff 08 right, and then we'll be on departure 132.3, United 152. Alright guys, we just got our departure clearance. We are gonna kick on all of our lights and get the heck out of here. Here we go. What's up, Arctic Wilderness? Did you not hear me earlier, Arctic Wilderness? Did you miss me? I saw you. I appreciate what you said. Glad you like the content, and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that too. You might have clicked off though, or I don't know, maybe my audio was bad at that time. Who knows?
Airspeed's alive.
Sometimes it happens. Alright, Toga, we're out of here. Let's get rolling. And we're rolling. 80 knots. A high rotation speed. One, 3, 2, 3.
V2.
Let's rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. We're out of here. See ya. Alright, kick the autopilot on. Alright, here we go. Over to departure. Vancouver departure, United 152 Heavy with you, passing through 1,500.
United 152 Heavy, you're identified on departure. Climb 7,000, maintain present heading.
Climb 7,000, maintain present heading, United 152 Heavy. Alright, flaps 5. Flaps 1. Beautiful weather. A lot of rain. Oh Lord, that's bright. I need to kick that down a little bit. Hurts my eyes. Yeah, tone that down, please. There we go. A little better. And flaps up. Alright. Beautiful.
152, climb 16,000.
Climb 16,000, United 152 heavy. Alright, 16,000. Still on runway heading.
Vancouver Center, citation Charlie Golf, Sierra Kilo Kilo, off Victoria, 3,000.
Citation Charlie Golf, Sierra Kilo Kilo, you are radar identified. Climb 7,000, proceed direct Watcom VR.
Nice rainstorm going on here.
7,000, Watcom Vortac on course, Sierra Kilo Kilo.
Gotta do a pre-flight. Alright, check back. Where are you heading out to, Arctic? Are you supposed to hit the brakes before retracting in the bigger jets? Landing gear wise, are you talking? Loose cannon? Obviously you would do that in a Cessna so that it reduces your vibration. You can, but they got, once the landing gear gets up in the airplane, there's wheel stops up in there. So if they are spinning still, they'll impact those wheel stops to stop from spinning around. So you don't have to. It's unnecessary brake wear, basically. All right, 17,000 or 16,000 passengers 7 right now. Still in the soup.
Air Canada 554, climb above 16,000 at your discretion. Surveillance service terminates. Monitor onward frequencies. Good day.
Alrighty, above 16 on that, holding the time now for Air Canada 554.
Probably, they gotta get me around these arrivals first. Alright. Hopefully we break out of here shortly, start seeing some stars. I was gonna say there's not a lot of turbulence, but this game doesn't really simulate turbulence too well. The weather's starting to dissipate a little bit. Not as bad. I wonder if he'll squeeze me between these two guys. What's this guy at? 19? Probably not. Just gonna wait until I get around him. Alright, there's some cloud, or some stars. So we are out of the cloud cover. There's a lot of rain. Rain slash snow. Snow. I'm surprised Skystream Aviation isn't here tonight. He's probably doing some crazy flights or something right now. VG Master probably had to bounce for a little bit. Then again, I always forget he's East Coast, so it's late. It's approaching 11 o'clock for him, and sometimes he doesn't want to stay up super late. I can't blame him. I don't like being up late either. I was up at 3:30 this morning. When that happens, the day
Center, any chance for hire for Gulf Sierra
gets
Kilo
difficult.
Golf Sierra Kilo Kilo. I'm just checking to see if we have any traffic in the arrival corridor. If so, I'm going to keep it 7,000 and ready to go.
Okay, Roger.
Look at all these arrivals. Holy.
Hey, Vancouver
Well, you guys can't see what I'm doing, but look at all these arrivals. I'm right here.
We just passed 4,000.
So they got a lot.
Last aircraft following the call sign.
World Express 420.
Please let me climb or go on course. At least I'm going east. Be a different story if I was going west. I'm gonna be leaving. Well, I'm on a trajectory to leave Vancouver's airspace after a while at this heading, but it's gonna take a long time for that to happen.
Access 420, sorry about that. Your radar identified climb 16,000, maintain present heading.
16,000, maintain present heading. One Express 420.
Oh, there's some high mountains over there, though. Minimum vector altitude is 11,100.
Sierra Kilo Kilo, what kind of climb gradient can you, like in terms of performance, can you use?
I could probably do at least 3,000.
What's up, Microsoft guy? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for checking in. Loose cannon. This flight in real life, actually, this block time will give me what real life is.
2900.
This flight in real life is about 10 hours, 17 minutes. Today it's 10 hours, 17 minutes, so
oh, no rush.
if somebody was doing it in real life today, it would be about 10 hours, 17 minutes.
No problem.
Thanks for clicking on the stream, Microsoft Flight Simulator guy. I appreciate you checking it out. Am I going to become an in real life pilot? Well,
United 152 heavy contact center 133.7. Get in.
Over to center 1327, United 152. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good night. Vancouver Center, United 152 heavy with you. 16,000 runway heading.
United 152, Vancouver Center, climb flight level 330, runway heading.
Climb flight level 330?
Yep.
Alright, flight level 330 for United 152. Am I going to become a in real life pilot? So, I have a private pilot's license. So I guess by that standard, I'm a private pilot. Now, if you're talking commercial pilot, like flying for an airline as a career, I decided not to go that route. I switched my major in college. I was originally on that route, and then I switched out of being a airline pilot for a career and went into business instead. So now flying in real life.
You turn left heading 350.
Left 350, United 152 heavy. Now flying in real life is just a hobby.
415 heavy, request is 5 minute left break.
You want to fly the 777X?
How many?
That'd be really cool.
5 minutes, Canada 550.
Somebody when I was streaming the other day, actually, everybody was kind of talking about what they wanted to, what they actually wanted to fly, like what was their goal. And I actually never thought about that when I was still dead set on becoming an airline pilot. Like, what did I really want to fly? I always liked the 777. I thought the 747 would have been cool, but at least in the United States, it's pretty much defunct as a passenger aircraft. Yeah, the 777X is really cool. I think, like right now, in my personal opinion, I think active aircraft, the A350, is a beautiful plane inside and out. But I do think the 777X is gonna put the A350 to shame. Yeah, I'm a yoke kid too. I mean, so in Flight Simulator, I've always been a yoke guy. In real world, I trained on a Cessna 172, but then I flew a Cirrus in college, which was a side stick, and I honestly, after flying the Cirrus, I prefer the side stick in real life. It was just so much more comfortable, and just, I don't know, I liked it a lot more. It was hard to go back to a Cessna, but in actuality, even when you have a yoke, you're flying one-handed anyways, 90% of the time. Because your left hand's always on the left side of the yoke, and your right hand's always on the throttle, or resting on your leg, ready for the throttle. So it's almost like it's as if you have a side stick. Plus, if you look at the angle of a yoke, it's angled like a side stick, that portion, the vertical part. So I was like, it's not that different, but I loved it.
United 152, continue left turn heading 310.
Left 310, United 152. Embry-Riddle. I looked at going to Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach. I remember I did a college tour there. It's pretty cool. No, save up, man. If you're 10 right now,
And Vancouver Center, World
save
Express
up. It's
420. Good evening. Hello again.
it's
We're
expensive.
at,
I looked at
16,000
Daytona
feet, direct
Beach.
two steps.
I've always recommended, and I've heard other people recommend, do Daytona Beach over Prescott, Arizona,
World Express 420.
because Daytona Beach,
Expedite climb.
expedite climb, United 152. Hold on. Sorry, this guy's giving me a lot of crap to do.
Taken at 415, back for the washroom break.
Welcome back, sir.
But I've always heard go to Daytona Beach because Prescott, Arizona, you get like no weather. So when you get into the world of IFR, you're gonna want weather. You're not. So you experience a lot more in Florida. There, a lot of different stuff happens down there. Plus, you're gonna want to be a part of the evacuation flights when hurricanes come in and they evacuate all 90 of their fleet. That's cool to do. Why do they always fly in the left seat? I don't know. I'm not sure how the captain's seat became the left seat. Honestly, it's probably because everything you do, like, everything in flying has always been based off of left turns, like left traffic. So when you do a pattern, you make left traffic. So you're doing a left pattern, which ultimately puts the...
United 152, turn left, correction, turn right, direct, flight 1 north, 120 west, on course.
Alright, turn right, direct 1 north and 20 west on course, United 152. And center, can United 152 heavy resume normal climb?
Yeah, you're receiving more time.
Alright, back to normal climb, United 152. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I don't know.
Trying some tricks to get you out there faster.
What was I gonna say? I was talking about, oh yeah, left traffic. So like technically the airport's always to your left, so from the left seat you have the best vantage point of judging, you know, where you are and all that stuff. So that's probably why the right seat was never chosen for captain. I don't know, maybe it's because of driving, or maybe it's because in America you drive in the left seat and we kind of created flying. So maybe we were able to claim it that way. I don't know. Who knows? That's just my theory without Googling it.
940 Mike Kilo, see ya.
Seattle to Dubai. GoPro over real flight. I would think about it. I used to always bring my... So back when I flew a lot, like when I was flight training, a good camera was like a 5 megapixel camera. So I used to bring that with me and make videos. I have a video of my first solo when I turned 16 that I took. I threw my digital camera on the dash of the plane during my 3 takeoffs, full stop taxi backs. But it's such horrible quality to today's standards, because that was in 2007. When did I turn 16? Yeah, 2007. So that I have some of that. I have some short videos I took when I was in college and I would just be bored on cross countries and stuff. There's not much to do. I had it on my old channel. Maybe I'll post it on this channel. I'll see if I can find it. Oh, you're a Russian. Cool. So you get to experience all the different aircraft over there. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Tupolev, Antonov. Those are crazy aircraft. Tu-144s. I gotta dig them up. But if I can find them, I'll post them. I pretty much... Like, when I was in 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade, people used to just not believe that I flew. And then I had a teacher in college who, she was a psychology teacher, so naturally she thought she knew everything. And I got my private pilot's license so I could like legally rent a plane and go fly people. And she did not believe that I could do that. She's like, how can you go rent a plane and fly? You can't even rent a car until you're 26. I'm like, because I have a license?
561, flight level
And
270.
she didn't believe in anything, so I filmed a lot of stuff and took like a lot of pictures just to prove her wrong because it really irritated me.
Eric,
Oh, nice. The Illusion was 76.
Eric,
Yeah, they are loud. I've always heard that. Cold War. The Illusion 76, is that an high wing?
Vancouver Center, hello.
4 engine? Yeah, that's the high wing 4 engine, yep. Their freaking turboprops that they have are insanely loud, like the Bear. Whatever the TU bomber is, I don't remember the number, but I think it's called the Bear is the nickname. That thing's insanely loud. There's a, I can't remember if it's an Antonov or what, but there's a prop, a Russian prop plane that operates in America, and every now and then it flies over my house when it's doing, I don't know, it goes from like Mexico to Canada, Toronto or something. It's a cargo airliner that's operated by Ukraine. You can tell it's not a normal aircraft because it is so loud as a turboprop, and it'll be at 23,000 feet, but it sounds like it's right above my house, like a helicopter hovering or something. It's insane. But yeah, I'm not super familiar with the Russian airlines. But yeah, that's badass though that you got a passion for aviation. I was the same way ever since I was a kid. I was like dead set on being a pilot, and then I think it was my 14th birthday. I did an intro flight and was just hooked. My parents, my mom mainly, didn't want me to fly, and she thought I wouldn't like flying in a small airplane. So they conspired thinking, oh, we'll give him an intro flight. He won't like it. It'll be too bumpy. He'll hate it. Then we won't have to do this. Because my mom was deathly afraid every time I flew. And it just backfired. I was obsessed with it after that. I was like, I got to do this every weekend. And that's basically what I did. Russian wrestling. Yeah, I'll give you, dude. Here's one thing I hate. I hate how like the U.S. government and the Russian government consider themselves foes, because I went to school with a couple of people that were from Russia that came over, and then when I was in Europe, I met a couple people from Russia. Like, regardless, even wherever you go, I mean, the people of a country, they're so friendly. You guys are just tough people. It's just in your blood and your heritage that you guys are just tough people, which is badass. But you guys have so much potential. Like, the youth in Russia has so much potential, and I almost feel like Putin is just keeping the lid on that potential because it's so over controlling. But yeah, your youth, the aspirations they all have and everything. I don't know. I wish there wasn't that animosity between the U.S. and Russia. I think the world would get a lot better if they weren't. Oh, you're Bulgarian too? I had a coworker that was Bulgarian. His name was Kirill. It was awesome. Yeah, no, you can't judge people on their government 100%. It's
Eric Canada 415,
stupid.
Contact Edmonton 135.02.
535.02, thank you for service, Intl 415, heavy.
It is dumb though that like freaking governments
Here,
are like,
Kilo,
oh,
Kilo,
you should.
contact
We're
Vancouver
enemies.
Center, 132.35.
Your name is Philip and you're Russian.
132.35.
Right? You would never guess.
Yeah.
What do you go? Oh, the Bulgarian king. I don't know a lot about Bulgaria's history. I used to watch that Bald and Bankrupt guy on YouTube. I loved watching him go through all the old Soviet countries and stuff. So I've learned a little bit from that. But
561, contact Edmonton 135.02.
Do you go back to? Do you still have extended family in Russia at all, or is everybody pretty much over here now? or in Bulgaria.
Air Canada 2905, contact Vancouver Center 135. That's question 132.35. 132.
Alright, we hit our cruise real quick. I'm gonna update the route data. Get some accurate wind data. Did it really load it that fast? I guess so. Alright, yep, that looks right. That's pretty good fuel. Alright, we got a step climb in like 600 miles. Not only your parents and grandparents, everyone else. Oh, wow, so you do have a lot of people still over in Russia and Bulgaria. Do you go, when was the last time you were in Russia? Or Bulgaria? Just out of curiosity. I think traveling there is cool. Actually, my grandma on my mom's side, my grandma's brother was in Siberia. He was in Russia. He got stuck in Russia after World War II. He got captured by the Soviets, fought for them, and then just stayed in Russia after the war ended. And then my grandma got captured by the Germans and was a slave during the war until it ended, until she got liberated by the Americans. But so her brother stayed in Russia forever. My grandma used to write to her brother's kids that lived in Russia still.
Yeah, before you do that, just give me your Mach speed. We're currently
Nice,
at
you were
Mach
there last summer.
0.78, World Express 420.
Are there any weird
Okay, thank you.
difficulties getting there with the fact that you have U.S. citizenship and there's the whole war and all that junk in Ukraine, or is it pretty much because you have Russian citizenship or whatever, it's easy to get in? I guess any complications with that you would know of, you just need a visa, so you gotta submit for it. I would assume if you have citizenship there or family history or something, you should be able to get in pretty easily. We'll see what Mr. Trump can do if he can get the war to end or help negotiate getting the war to end. It'll be interesting.
160 and requesting level 390.
Loose Cannon, you gotta just be like sitting back with your popcorn and your drink, just watching what the heck happens in the U.S. with this government. It is so entertaining.
Ready to send flight level 260.
I just still laugh at how every press conference Trump does from the Oval Office, just to off to his side is a poster board of the Gulf of America still on an easel. And then you find out that he's got his old mugshot framed outside of the Oval Office. Wild times we live in. It's insane though what they're finding and like what Doge is doing, and it is, I don't know. It seems like there's just a lot of stuff happening. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. Yeah, I hope he does too. It sucks, man. It's so unnecessary. There's been so many people killed for no reason. And just so much destruction of both countries. It sucks. Oh, they already laid him off from the tariffs, 25%. I mean, I don't think Trump's intentions are to really keep tariffs. He's just using them to get negotiations going. Because look what he already did with the first round that he put on Canada and Mexico. Like, he pulled those off of Canada so quick after Trudeau kind of agreed to reinforce the border. He's just using them as leverage to get them to start talking. I really don't think he intends to keep tariffs that are kind of outlandish active. But that's just my opinion. I mean, who knows? Yeah, that's what I figured. Although I get that, that Ukraine wanted to join NATO, and prior they had freedom and they were just kind of like a Switzerland. They were a buffer then between Russia and NATO countries. But in a sense, there's still like other parts of Russia that are bordered by NATO countries. So I mean, what would have, I don't know, I guess it's a serious threat that they have all fronts then. I don't know. I guess they feel more threatened if it wasn't just Poland.
WestJet 129, contact Vancouver.
Yeah, I
Center
saw
on
that.
132.35.
I saw Alex Jones talking about how Zelensky attacked Chernobyl to try to create some deception bullshit. It's like, why would you even want to mess with Chernobyl? It's already inhabitable for 100+ years. And we talked about it in another stream, so I'm not going to get into it, but like, there's got to be so much corruption between the previous U.S. administration and Zelensky with the fact that we've sent so much money over there instead of, like, I put the simple decision of, do we spend $50 billion on the citizens of the United States of America who could actually use it for various reasons to better the lives of our own citizens, or do we send it to Russia? Or not Russia, do we send it to Ukraine and use it on their people and let our people still suffer? And it's like, you could only think the only reason they would give it to Ukraine is because all that money is being funneled back to these politicians personally. Because if you spend it on the American people, the politicians don't get any of that back in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, why is it advantageous to send money overseas instead of using that money here? One can only speculate it's because it's making its way back into people's pockets. Oh, he flew on a 747-400 and the A340-600. The A340-600 is crazy how it has all those bathrooms downstairs. That was always mind-blowing to me. Alright, we just got on course finally, basically. We've finally now, after 37 minutes, actually gotten on our route. Like, I don't know, I just don't get it. The A340-300's underpowered, and is it the A340-300 or the 200? I think it's the 300. The 300's really underpowered. The 340-600 at least has a little bit bigger engines. But I remember everybody used to complain about the A340s. It was either the 2 or the 300 in New York, because that thing, when it had to do a go around, it had like 0 climb profile. But I've always heard it's underpowered. The 777's bigger. Yeah, that actually I never looked up to see the length difference, because the A340-600 always looked so long. It wasn't the 600 longer than the 777-300, but obviously the 777X is going to be longer than the 300 ER 777. Yeah, okay. Loose Cannon, what's your personal opinion on Trudeau up there? From the perspective from down here, it seems like a lot of people have mixed opinions on him up there. I don't know. It's like you either love him or hate him. I don't know if that general consensus there or not. Idiot. So they hate him.
Air Canada 789, maintain Mach decimal 77 or less.
So you guys are ready for something different. Oh, Loose Cannon, here's a random question. Have you come across that guy that makes all the YouTube shorts? And he's Canadian. He makes YouTube shorts and he makes like different milkshakes each week, or different mixed cocktails each week.
What's that, 126? Are you still on the Vector, or are you direct queued?
He got like really popular making these YouTube shorts about how to make all these crazy different milkshakes, and then he had Trudeau on one time.
Okay, thank you.
Like back in November or December, he had Trudeau on. It was crazy. 777X carries almost as much as the 747-800. I saw that they just had it in Curacao. They just brought it over to Curacao for some testing. I haven't followed the 777X development that much lately. I don't really know the size comparisons that well, so you're telling me a lot of stuff I had no idea about, which is really interesting though. I haven't looked into it in that style of detail yet.
CT 600.
But that is really crazy. Because the 748 really only picked up a couple more rows on the second deck, I think, right? I don't think they extended the... Did they extend the actual aircraft regular aircraft length, or did they just extend the second story?
Contact 132.355 Canada 226.
Oh, Microsoft guy. Do you fly on VATSIM, by the way?
Vancouver, today, WestJet 3623, flight level 380. WestJet 3623, Vancouver Center, same Mach speed.
I still have all my lights on.
WestJet 3623. Thank you.
There we go, much better.
Vancouver Center, WestJet 187.
Cruising
WestJet
along.
107, Vancouver Center, hello.
No, you're still a kid? That doesn't make a difference. You don't know how to use ATC? It's not that hard to figure it out. I bet you could figure it out.
WestJet 3623,
I started...
for now, maintain Mach decimal 7.5 or greater.
I was like 12 when I started on it, so I wasn't too far.
Greater than Mach decimal 7.5.
I wasn't too much older than you. You can figure it out. It's not that bad. It'll help you a lot. Well, it makes flying way more fun. It's so much more realistic, but it definitely helps you, especially if you plan to start actually flight training in real life. It'll help you with being comfortable talking to ATC.
United 2423, Vancouver Center, climb flight level 370.
Oh, there's an age limit. I've never looked at the age limit. Trudeau's a moron. He's more like Trump. Hey, you gotta have change every now and then. Gotta have something different. Shake it up a little bit. Trump definitely shakes it up. Oh, you're listening to SFO? Nice. Yeah, Beyond ATC. A lot of people have been talking about that. Loose Cannon knows a lot about that, so he's a good resource on Beyond ATC. That's a good way to do it too. But yeah, listening to live ATC is really good. Obviously, you can watch like YouTube videos of real flights, whether they're VFR, IFR, commercial, IFR, general aviation. Tons of good resources, because then you can look at the different airports that you're going in and out of. Class Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, picking up an IFR clearance from an Echo airport. All that stuff. Air traffic control is really simple. I mean, they tell you a lot of the same general stuff in terms of, like, what they're telling you is always the same. The difference is, what's the altitude going to be, what's the speed going to be, what's the heading going to be, and, you know, what arrival. But they're always telling you kind of the same stuff, like, you're cleared for takeoff, you're cleared to land, you're cleared to taxi on this taxiway. You know, climb and maintain this altitude, fly this heading, reduce to this speed, increase to this speed, maintain this speed, fly this arrival. It's always kind of like the same stuff. Can you reach the pedals yet? Planning and navigation. SimBrief definitely helps with that.
420, contact Edmonton.
But in real life, it's
5.02.
real life planning, whole different thing than virtual planning. SimBrief makes it easy. Real life planning on a sectional chart with an E6B, doing wind correction and all that stuff, fuel calculations, way different story. But for you to get started on flight sim, with all the tools that are out there now, you could figure it out real easily. It's not that difficult.
420 Vancouver Center.
You can go on flightaware.com and copy a route from there and use it in flight sim. SimBrief pretty much pulls the same thing.
135025, very sorry, we were...
Navigation's pretty easy,
Have a good evening,
depending
have a
on
great
what
night. It was a pleasure.
game you're
We'll
on.
express 420, see ya. See ya.
That guy just said he was streaming too. We should try to find his stream. I always encourage people to try VATSIM. I personally have never tried anything else because, I don't know, back when I discovered it, this was the only thing I knew of. And that was 15 years ago. 20 years ago? Was it 20 years ago? Yeah, 2005. Yeah, 20 years ago. Jesus. It's crazy. Yeah, my VATSIM ID is very old. I'm a 935 number. I used to know some people that were 8 numbers. Like 8988. 935 is really old. No, that's crazy. But now VATSIM, this stuff's not that difficult.
Contact Edmonton 135.025. Good day.
Over to Edmonton on 13525. Have a good night. Edmonton Center United 152 Heavy checking in with you, flight level 330.
United 152 Heavy, Edmonton, good evening.
Sweet. Edmonton Center, sounding pretty chill. I like it. He doesn't have a lot of airplanes in his airspace for as big as his airspace is. Look how big Edmonton Center's airspace is. So, we're entering it. This guy's airspace goes to like the North Pole. Look at this.
Push at 221, Edmonton, good evening.
And he's got
flight level 340.
all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft in this entire span of airspace. Oh, he's got some guys over here too, though. That guy's pretty much out of it. It's crazy how big that is. Hey, you'll grow. Airplane cockpits are cramped places anyways. You don't want to be tall in those things. I'm like 6'1", 6'2", depending on what shoe I wear. And cockpits were pretty cramped.
Edmonton Center, good evening, Canada 245 out of Edmonton, 3,800 for 6,000.
Air Canada 245, Edmonton Center, good evening, you're identified, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Air Canada 245.
Sounds like that guy's flying an Airbus. Based on that beep that went off. Yeah, we gotta get loose cannon on. Well, you're on IVAO. They should just make a they should just cross-platform all these things.
And Air Canada 245, turn left, direct Andy on course.
5-9. They should just do what they did with gaming consoles and just make crossplay between all these different networks. Although that would be kind of messed up for air traffic control.
World Express 420.
That's funny. I used to be a big geography class person too. I think it just comes with the aviation. You just learn where stuff is. You learn about all the different mountain ranges. I used to be so familiar with so many airports around the United States from flying in flight sim that when I would fly in real life and we'd be at cruise, I could look out the window and see an airport from 30 whatever thousand feet, whatever cruise was, and I'd be able to be like, oh, that's Nashville, that's this airport, that's that airport, and I'd know where we were. That was like back in the day before they had onboard flight maps and you could, get Wi-Fi and sit on your phone and track your flight while you're on it. I just look out the window and be like, oh, we just flew over Charlotte. Oh, we just flew over Fort Lauderdale. Oh, we just flew over this. And it was the same with like geography. Oh, we're going over the Rockies, the Smokies, the Black Hills. Oh, we're going over this or that or blah, blah, blah. I just got very familiar with it all pretty much because of flight sim. It's like all I did when I was younger. SF50 VIP. Oh, yeah. Your dad works for Emirates at SFO. There's a guy in here. Loose Cannon, you were in the stream last time when we had that guy from Emirates. He was that Emirates first officer that was in the chat. Weren't you? I think you were here, Loose Cannon. Do you remember that? It was like 1 or 2 streams ago. He flew for Emirates on the A380. I think it was an A380 first officer. But yeah, Dubai is crazy. Emirates would be a great airline to work for. Oh yeah, because you were giving him shit about making sure he was, you're like, wait, you're flying and you're sitting here watching a stream? He's like, no, I don't report for 4 hours. I'm still at the hotel. That was funny. He was cool to talk to. Hopefully he stops by again sometime.
Current in Calgary, expect runway 35 left.
There's a guy that came in.
Runway 35 left, and it's
this was like back in December. A lot of oil money. I mean, technically none of these airlines own any of these aircraft. They're all leased. But Loose Cannon, I don't know if you were around. There was this guy that used to join the streams probably back in like November, December. Probably before Christmas though, in December. And he was from like either northern Wisconsin or the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And he had actually flown in real life. He had his private, but he had got it like way back in the 90s or something. I can't remember his name, but he used to stop in all the time. He was like VG Master, where it would be like him and VG Master that would religiously join back then. I don't know if you were around then yet or not, or if you remember that person. I can't remember what his username was though.
Air Canada 246,
but I feel like
contact Vancouver Center 133.7.
I feel like he was a technician also though.
Over to 1337, Air Canada 246.
I'm brain farting. I'd have to go back to the stream and watch the chat or something.
And World Express 420, descend 14,000, 14,000, Calgary altimeter 3026.
Descend 14,000.
No, you weren't around. Okay.
Altimeter,
so you wouldn't remember me. Yeah.
Second altimeter, World Express 420.
He's like the one person that I haven't seen back.
3026, descend 14,000.
Everybody else is kind of like popped in after a couple of weeks. You'll see the name again or whatever if they.
Flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240.
He used to work for a lowest cost airline that operates A330s.
Air Canada 125 Bravo, you're identified.
Yeah, 4 bathrooms. Jesus Christ. Oh, your buddy's a WestJet tech? Nice. I don't know any, well. The one guy I was gonna say, he's retired from United as a tech. I never really knew any airline mechanics. I had a neighbor growing up that was a pilot for United, and he held the highest seniority at O'Hare for United. And then, he retired in 2006. On the 747. That's crazy. Yeah, flight sim guy, that's insane. That's a lot of people for his feedback. That's like Ryanair. But it makes sense. Low cost airline, man. They'll remove the lavs to cram another 2 rows of seats. What do they call the is it the elastic jungle? When the oxygen masks all come down. I forget that. There's some funny nickname for it. I feel like being an aircraft mechanic would be cool. I took an engines and power plants class in college. Like, that was one of the last couple of classes I took before I switched majors. It was pretty interesting, actually. I remember just, like, we spent a long amount of time on the radial engine, and just, that thing is a frickin', talk about a piece of engineering. That is like an engineering marvel, the fact that they developed a radial engine. Unbelievable. And then the performance they were able to get out of some of these things, wild. Oh, so he went back to regional basically, Embraer 190s.
Air Canada 789, descend 14,000, 14,000, Calgary altimeter 3026.
Yeah, I could see that being a stressful job. No room for, you have no room for error at all in that. It's just like air traffic control.
To 140 and the finish is 3026. They can 789.
Oh, we're about to fly past Calgary.
Edmonton.
Oh, we're going right
Air
between
Canada,
Calgary and
125.
Edmonton.
We're at flight level 400, 65 north of Empress.
Air Canada 125, Edmonton Center, good evening, squawk 0413.
The moon, the blood moon.
0413, Air Canada 125.
Oh man. The heck? Oh. It's like, no, don't.
Air Canada 125, you're identified.
Roger.
Oops. The Vision Jet nav mode. What are you having problems with? I haven't ran into issues with the nav mode in the Vision Jet. But, actually, I haven't really ran into too many autopilot issues with the Vision Jet. He's going to Lake Tahoe. Hell, I'd do it too. I'd bring golf clubs. Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I have a friend that lives in Switzerland. He lives in Lausanne, Switzerland, which is basically like the headquarters of the Olympics. Right by all the mountains. They go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming to go skiing. I'm like, dude, you could just like walk out your back door and
Edmonton
ski down a mountain.
Good evening, MS205.
They literally have a house up in the mountains in the Alps, a ski, whatever it's called, shack,
flight level 400.
and they still go to Jackson Hole.
Climb flight level 400, MS205.
Like all of his extended family that live in Switzerland and France fly to Jackson Hole to go ski. It's weird. It's a different kind of snow. Oh, the nav line. Wait, are you talking on the GPS or on your PFD? Because I've had it disappear on the GPS before. But then it still showed up on the primary flight display. Like, it showed up on the primary flight display at the bottom. It'll still have FMS with the magenta arrow at least there. But then on the GPS, pretend this is the GPS screen, the magenta line would be gone there. I had that happen. Actually, last time I flew it, the other night when we were streaming it, that same damn thing happened. when it wouldn't let me finish that mission. Oh, I was so mad. I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom. Give me a minute.
World Express 420, contact Calgary arrivals now, 125.9.
125.9, it was an absolute pleasure. Have a great evening. World Express 420, see ya!
Cheers. Join 561, you're cleared the ILS runway 30 approach Suvat transition.
Alright, clear the ILS 30 approach via Suvat, Giant 561.
Aircat on a 754, just static.
Alright. I'm back. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh, hold on. Oh, my headset cable. There we go. Alright. Oh my god, I can't believe it's already 10:30.
Aircat at 789, contact Calgary arrivals now, 125.9.
Somebody tried climbing to 1,000,000 feet? What actually is the max altitude in 2020? I never looked.
125.9. I can estimate now.
Well, they delayed the sim update too? Probably because they weren't fixing anything. Ram Ranch 7 playing the Sims. I haven't talked to that person in like 7 years. I don't even know why I have some of these people still on my Steam friends list. Alright, Microsoft guy. It's nice talking to you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again in the future. Keep an eye out for me. I stream normally on the weekends and normally around 8:30 Central Time, but had a good time chatting with you. You can fly the shuttle? Okay. Man, it's definitely
Westjet 126, flight level 390.
Late.
Westjet 126, Edmonton Center, good evening. Information Tango, current in Calgary.
Oh, it's so
runway
dark.
35 left.
I got the curtain shut.
Information Tango is on board, expect 35 left. And,
Sleepy time.
request descent, Westjet 126.
Oh yeah, it's dark.
Westjet 126, ready, descend flight level 240.
It is dark in the
Descent, flight
cabin.
level 240, Westjet 126.
Pitch black. Can't see. We ain't found shit. Wow, it's so dark. I'm going back to the cockpit. It's more exciting. At least the moon's providing a little bit of light. Alright, well, I think I might have to call it. It's getting late.
Tower 118.3. Thanks for flying.
I'm gonna go disconnect from the VATSIM network for now, and then let's see, 7 hours left. It's 5:30 arrival ish. I'm not gonna be awake for that. Oh yeah, I still have yet to go see the Northern Lights in 24. I can't believe they don't have them in 2020. I mean, Flight Simulator 2004 had the Northern Lights. Like, how do they not have this? Have it in this one? I don't know. Kind of goofy. Anyways, as much as I don't want to, I need to end the stream. It's so late. I gotta get to bed. I was up so early today, and I'm probably gonna wake up again early tomorrow. I need some sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. But thank you to all of you for stopping by. It was great chatting with you all. Darcy Fit, thank you for stopping by and subscribing. Your Sim CFI, thanks for stopping by. Loose Cannon, as always, great chatting with you. Glad you were able to hang out. Had a good time talking tonight. Airbus Guy, it was good to see you too. Arctic Wilderness Aviator, thanks for stopping by and subscribing as well. VG Master, it was good to see you checking in. And Microsoft Flight Simulator Guy, great talking with you too. Yeah, you and Loose Cannon, I had a lot of fun talking with both of you. Alright, well, good luck on your landing. Hopefully that part goes smooth, and hopefully if you're doing a mission you can actually get the credit for it, because we all know how buggy that game can be. So I hope you're the best there. But yeah, I'll catch you guys potentially tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream. I gotta go out to dinner, and I don't know what time I'll be back, but if I have enough time I'll stream. If not, it'll be Tuesday then. So keep an eye out just in case. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care and have a great rest of your night.